So let's talk topwater. I'm going to show you the baits that I use and why and when. And at the end of the video, I'm going to show you a chart of everything I talked about that you can take a screenshot of so you can remember what to use and when. I'll start out with the buzzbait. When it's low light, cloudy, windy, even rainy, it's a perfect time to throw one of these things around any kind of cover. It's just a chuck and wind kind of bait. To slow roll it, you can speed it up, you can do whatever you want with one, and they just get bit. Now I don't throw them with skirts ever. I go with a paddle tail swim bait or with a zoom horny toad. I'll always use this white color or the bullfrog color, but I'm kind of partial to the white one because it caught me a 5-pounder one day, so on it goes. And the swim bait of choice is, it's a river to sea D-walker. Just gives it a lot of weight, casts a mile, and it just looks good in the water and it gets bit. Now when it's sunny out and the fish are looking to go underneath the thick lily pads, the docks, if there are any on your pond, the grass mats, whatever's casting shade and it has thick cover, you can't talk about topwater on a pond without talking about a frog. There's a popping frog and a walking frog. I'll just use the popping frog when it's not so dense vegetation and I'm just looking to cause a little bit more commotion. Now if they're hitting the frog but they're missing or they just seem to be swiping at it, then that's when I'll downsize to a smaller frog. And here's the size comparison. Oops. Basically put the smaller one on when you're just trying to convert all those swipes and missed hits into potential hookups. And it just gets a ton of bites too. Now the last kind of frog that I'll throw is the sprinkler frog, where it's basically like a weedless whopper plopper. You can throw this into anything and it'll come right out. Now in similar conditions like a buzzbait with kind of calm water, maybe a little bit of a ripple, is a wake bait, some type of wake bait. This is the Depths Buzz Jet. I like to work this thing real slow. It just wobbles in the water and makes a ton of noise. Then there's this big bait, big bait, wake bait, tongue twister. But it's a big bluegill style bait, and I just reel this as fast enough to see a wake behind it, and that thing gets hammered. And then this one right here is the Mega Bass Eye Loud, and I fish it kind of like the Buzz Jet, just nice and slow. It has a roll, and then you hear that clacker in it. It's one of my favorite lures to throw for a wake bait. I used to call it the 100%er because I would catch a fish every single time I used it. That is no longer 100%, but it was for a while. Then I have walking baits when the water's calm, early morning or evening. I'll be throwing the Mega Bass Giant Dog X. I have one right here. And the same thing in a different color, perch and pumpkin seed, I think this one is. This is for a more subtle approach. It's not very loud, it doesn't make a whole lot of commotion. It's just very natural for the calm water days when you're not trying to spook anything. When you have a little bit more chop on the water and you need to make a commotion, that's when the evergreen shower blows shines. It's got that nice cupped face, spits a ton of water, and it's loud. It calls them right up. And I also have, for a bigger profile walking bait, the Vixen. Now, you can't talk about topwater without the whopper plopper either. This thing's amazing. This is the 130 size, and I almost exclusively throw this size now. I've thrown the 110 a ton of times, but then every time I go to the 130, I'm catching the same size fish, so I don't feel like I'm missing any bites. And there's always a chance for a giant. And I've literally caught a small one and a big one at the same exact time on one of those, on this exact lure actually. And I'll show you a picture of that. And when the bite's tough, that's when it's always a good time for a popper. That's the Mega Bass Pop Max, I think. Yeah. So I think that's actually everything in my topwater box. And that's what I bring every single time. Is all of this right here. Now I've bought a few more frogs that actually just came in today, and I'm going to be putting them to the test pretty soon. There's another really small one that I'm going to try to downsize to and see if that works. And if they do produce, then I'm going to feature them in a future video and start recommending them, because why not? That's what this is all about, right? Now, if there's a bait that I did not include in this video that you use all the time and have success with, I'd love to know what it is so I can give it a try as well. And here's the chart you can take a screenshot of if you'd like. I hope this video helped you, and if you want more tips from somebody who fishes ponds all the time, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next video.